Hey guys, I'm Dr. McFarland, and I just received, I'm actually borrowing this from a friend because I saw it on their shelf, and I was like, hey, I'm going to borrow this so I can try it out on the channel. So this is the Mevo Start camera, and I don't really have a way to show you what this is, but go to mevo.com. You can see exactly what I'm using, and you have to download an app on your phone or tablet of some sort, and you're able to control the live stream. So if I want to show a different portion of the screen here, all I have to do is just tap. And now you should be able to see just this portion of my guitar. If you want to see this part, I can just tap over on the screen, and now you can see what chords I'm playing a little bit closer. And then if I want to just go back to a wide screen, I tap the double arrows and it goes back to normal. So it's really, really cool. And I figured it's a quick and easy way to do a live stream. I did do a stream on Facebook earlier today, and that went pretty smooth. So now I'm just trying it out on YouTube. So if you're watching, be sure to leave your name, where you're from, and what kind of questions you have. I like talking about music theory, all kinds of gear, all kinds of recording stuff. And yeah, so I might even grab the camera and just move it around the studio and maybe do a quick studio tour for you guys. But other than that, let me know what you want to talk about. So I'm just going to be playing some guitar and kind of do some more testing here with the camera. So I think it looks pretty good on my end. Let me actually go to YouTube here. I'm looking. Okay, so there's my stream. I did notice there that SSL came out with a DAW controller, which is very cool. This is the current controller I'm using. Let me flip this thing around here. This is the Behringer X-Touch. You can see right there. It does have flying faders, so I can move these around. And watch this. They're going to just move right back because that's what they do. This is a PreSonus monitor station, which has control over the volume of my speakers. I do have two speakers set up right here. So I have speaker A is my KRKs, Speaker B is my Aventone NS10s. Speaker C could be any other speaker I have hooked up, which I don't have hooked up right now. Here's a little Microlab keyboard controller. And this is a HX Stomp, which is what I'm currently playing through. Here's a PreSonus Studio 1810, which I'm using right now as the main hub of the studio. And I do have a Motu 8M coming in the mail very soon. But for now, this is what I'm using to control everything on my levels. So I have ADAT 1 coming in, which is coming into this mic right here. But the audio is just coming straight from the Mevo. I don't have any audio coming in here. So there's me. Hello. And let's see what else I got here. I have a Quilter Block Dock 12 HD with a Tone Block 202 head in there, which is nice. There's an Arturia keyboard, a Supro Keeley Custom 10 amplifier. This is a tube amp. Sounds great. There's a Sigma acoustic I've had for 25 years. And you know this girl. This is the Reverend Gil Paris model. And then we have the Reverend Sensei. And then we have a Warhawk. And this is the Greg Koch Telecaster there on the end. This is the Roland TDK drum kit. I either have live drummers play this while we're tracking, or I'll just drag in like a loop or something from Easy Drummer. But yeah, there's a screen. So I'm really liking what I have here. It's really cool. Let me put the guitar down. I'm not going to be able to see anything, but there's a Rode pod mic, which is cool. And let's go into here and let me know if you can see everything. But this is like a little vocal booth recording area. I'll put some pallet wood on the wall on this corner. You might have seen some videos with me sitting over here talking about different stuff. Got a little bookshelf. Here's a 2x12 cab. This is my personal headphone amp, which my clients use. And this is a Rode K2 microphone on the Ultimate Support microphone stand right here, which is cool. There's an old PV Bandit, which I'm trying to fix for a friend. And this is just a bunch of junk behind the green screen there. So this is my main tracking room. And this is the main control room. So these two rooms were actually flipped once upon a time. This used to be the control room in here. I have my desk along this wall in front of the window. With another table over here with some rack stuff. And then I had the green chair over here against the wall. Which I guess technically, I don't think the couch would fit in this area right here, but this could be my control room if I really wanted it to be. I could put the couch over here along this wall. Maybe put the guitars along the back. But I just feel like it would be way too cramped in here to have multiple people sit. So that's why I have the couch back here against the wall. I do have a Boss Katana I need to make some videos for. And I have a record player, Boss MS3. This is the green chair. This is a AudioFuse Studio, which I'm going to be reviewing on the channel. This is a great little interface. Headrush gig board. And here's my bass right here. Pretty cool stuff. So, here in the rack, I have the AudioFuse 8 Pre which is, I actually have 2 units in the rack. So this is 16 channels. And the Motu is going to go right below the second and the third slot. And it's going to be able to receive up to 2 ADAT devices. So it'll have 24 tracks total here in the studio. And the reason why I have it in a rack, let me get this camera set up here. The reason why I do have it all in a rack is my whole studio is mobile. Okay, so if you need me to come set up in your garage, in your living room, maybe you want to rent a cabin over in Gatlinburg, I've done that before. If you want to hire me to record your band in a excluded place out in the woods, perfectly fine. I can just load everything up in the car, bring on my microphones, my cables, my snake, 16 channel snake, not a real snake like a cobra or a boa constrictor or anything like that. Mic stands, computer, some headphones, some speakers, and just go set up, record, and we can make a whole album. We can crank out some singles for you to release in this next year. And I've done this a few times. So if you want to hire me, that's great. I will gladly take time off of work. I'm currently working at a grocery store called Publix, which started down in Florida, but it slowly started migrating up to the middle America places here. So I record, I produce, I engineer, I mix, I master, I teach. I just got done teaching a few students this afternoon. One was a bass student, another was a guitar student. I've given drum lessons before and all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is not hooked up. This is not hooked up. I'm not worried about that right now. I'll get that figured out later. I was going to play some drums for you guys, but it's not going to happen. So that's my studio setup. Let me click on. See, I'm not really seeing. There's my Zayo shirt. Hello. So there's 5 people watching, but I'm not sure if anybody has commented yet. So let's just check this out. New pin chat. Now you can pin a message to the top of your live chat. Whoa, that's cool. Andrew Collins. What are your thoughts on the Headrush pedal board? Well, since I've had the pedal board for about 3 years now, let me go ahead and grab that for you. You can see what I'm working with. Oh, man. So this is the Headrush backpack. And you can see that this is a plenty big space to fit either a gig board or cables or all kinds of stuff. This has a Bible in here, which is great. I got some sheet music I've used for VBS over the summer. You can tell I hadn't cleaned this out in a while. Here's a t-shirt. Let me grab this gig board over here so you can see what happens. So I say all this to say that the Headrush pedal board was my first Headrush product, and the gig board just fits right in here like that. There should be some foam things that put in here. I'm actually using in a different case, which is fine. But this is, plenty protected for what it is. So you can zip that up. And then we have a smaller section up here that fits my cables and my in-ear monitors, which is a Shure 215 set. I have a headphone extension cable and a power cable for the Headrush, and that's about it. I'm not sure if Andrew Collins is still watching or not, but if you are, go ahead and leave another comment here. And as far as the pedal board goes, let me open this part up here. All right. Let's move this out of the way. So here's the Headrush pedal board. And the reason why I like this is it does have a built-in expression. It's got a tap tempo, a looper. It's got 8 switches here, so you can change between rigs, scenes, set list, all kinds of different views, hybrid view if you want. If you wanted rigs across the top and then stomps across the bottom, you could easily do that. This is how you get to the different views by holding down this switch. This also does a bank up and down as well. So I love the nice big touch screen right here. And I have plans to go through all the stock presets that come on here. So this might be a good opportunity to use the Mevo to do some quick and dirty live streams, just kind of talking about different aspects. The audio may not be as good as if I was popping it through. Yes, you're still watching. Great. If I was popping it through like OBS or something like that. But that's why I got the Motu, because I recently sold my Studio Live from PreSonus, which was what I was using to get great audio for live streaming. But since I've sold that, I was like, well, what else can I use that still gives me 16 channels of ADAT? And I talked to a Sweetwater rep. He told me about the Motu line of interfaces. They do have a DSP mixer, which I can use reverb, EQ, compression. I can route any input to any output and any output to any input, which is how I'm going to be getting great audio for live streaming, because I can have a vocal mic. I can have a direct signal from maybe the HX Stomp or a Headrush pedal board going through the interface, and then you can hear whatever I'm hearing through the live stream. So that's what's going to be great about that setup. Yeah, really not a whole lot more to talk about here. If I had I could have 2 or 3 Mevo set up at once, which I think the one Mevo is like $400. So a multi-camera setup is easily going to cost you around $1,000, maybe $1,200. So I might find a way to get at least one other camera, so I can have like a 2-angle shot. So I have one on me, maybe one overhead looking at a Headrush pedal board or whatever device I'm using to review or just demonstrate. And yeah, that would be really cool. So I know there's an app, a Mevo app, that you can use a multi-camera setup. You can also use the Mevo as a webcam for like Zoom calls, Skype, pretty much whatever you want. So it's really cool. I'll set the Headrush pedal board over here out of the way. I'll pick up my guitar again, which is the Gil Paris signature model right here. Okay. We got 7 people watching now, as I can see. So tell me your name, where you're from, and what kind of questions you got. Okay. I really like using Streamlabs OBS for my live stream, because I can change the background. I can call up a web page or show you something in maybe Mixbus or Reaper, which is the way I record my audio and also mix and master my audio. But with this one single shot, I really can't do anything else. So you just get me, and that's it. Okay. I haven't charged the Joyo in a while, but I think you get 8 hours of playtime on these Joyo JW03 wireless units, like that. So it's all working pretty well. Do anything else? So let me turn off the sound. Kentucky in the house. That's right. Kentucky representing. Alright, so this has a boost option when you flip up the bottom tone knob. It just kind of boosts the level a little bit more. So let's kick it down to the bridge and let's do some rocking. Alright, that is the heavy distortion. Let's switch it over to the yellow block, which is your overdrives. Let's choose something different. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go up to, actually, sorry. Let's go back to Legacy and let's go to Classic Distortion, which is going to be our rat style pedal. We'll keep it around the 35% mark. And what's funny is line 6 adds a few different parameters that's not actually on the original pedal. So this does have a bass parameter. Then the filter I usually leave around 60 to 70%. Man. And it does have a treble and it has an output. So it's a little extra flexibility than what you would get on the Headrush, but it's fine. Turn that treble up. Alright, that works. Let's go over to the delay and let's turn that on. Alright, that works. Let's save it. Let's tune by holding down the tap tempo button. And I haven't been playing the Greg Koch model, which is the Telecaster back there, a whole lot because I'm going to do a video on how to set up a guitar different from like factory setups. Because to me, the low string is a little bit too low and it buzzes a little bit. So I want to do a video on how to fix that. And I might just do a live stream. Probably won't even do a proper video of like editing and everything. So I'll just sit here live in front of you and I'll show you my thought process of like setting it up and just changing the action, stuff like that. So if you're interested in watching that, be sure you subscribe and click that bell so you'll be notified when I come live or release a pre-made video or whatever. Okay. Still have 7 people watching, which is great. I can, like I showed in my Facebook Live video, I can go in and I can change different stuff. So like I can do a live follow, which means if I'm here and sorry, you're supposed to follow me around. Let's do this. Autopilot. which is called Camera Assistant. So I should be able to move around, and it actually moves with me, which is really cool. And it'll go live eventually sometime. So you'll see it like zoom in on my face, which I'm not too fond of. So I'll go back. I'll check the autopilot off, live follow, and all that. Okay. There is an on air. And there's a wide. This is the face picture. Hello. And there's back to the wide. All right, so 8 people watching. Name, where you're from, and what kind of question do you have? Okay. Like I said, this is a wrap model currently pulled up, so. So just for example, the Moto setup I'm going to be having here very shortly, I can route anything from my computer to a single output. So let's say I had a drum loop going, I can change the level of that. Let's say I had like a backing track from YouTube, I can adjust the levels of that. I can have a voice on my guitar. I can have my guitar running through my HX Stomp or Headrush gig board, going to one of the channels on the interface, and then that can be adjusted level wise. So it's gonna be a really cool setup for recording, for live streaming. I can add reverb to whatever, pretty much anything I want. And from my understanding, after talking with a tech support guy from Moto, he said I basically just set up different auxes. And on one of the auxes, I have a reverb plugin or the reverb setting that I can send any channel to that reverb. Sorry, I just ate tacos and I'm burping. This is embarrassing, okay? So yeah, if you can't tell, I'm really excited about that. Especially just with the 24 channels of audio. I can literally record a full band. I can leave the drum mics all set up on the drum kit, not have to unplug a bunch of stuff. If I need more inputs, I have all these other inputs available, to record guitars, to set up vocals, whatever I want. So it's going to be great. So on the Facebook, on the book face, I could actually see the comments coming up here on the screen, but for YouTube, it's not doing that for me. So I have to actually go to the live chat here on YouTube and see the comments that way. So once again, if you have any questions at all, let me know. I know we got 5 people watching, and you're just kind of sitting there going, what is this guy even talking about, So... All right, cool. I like that sound, but let's change the overdrive. Let's go to just basic overdrive. This gives us drive, bass, mid, treble, and outputs. Let's see what our settings are now. And let me know if that guitar is coming through fairly clear, because I'm not sure where the sound is being picked up at, but the speakers are behind the camera. So I just don't know how it's translating through the stream. But let me go ahead and play a backing track. We'll try and balance out the sound a little bit here and just see what happens. Swing Out Sister. I have no idea what that is. Presonus was Studio One. Oh, that's 4 years ago. 4 years ago. All right, here we go. Backing track. Always use elevated jam tracks because all I like is the best. And now that he's using more gear in his videos, he's actually like using his platform to show off gear and stuff, which is cool. So let's go here. Let's go here.
Realized she was still owed $250 of her.
Alright, so let me know if that's too loud or too soft or whatever. The neck pickup. Here's the middle position, actually the forward position. Let's ease up on the drive a little bit and we'll turn up the output. Oh yeah. Alright, let me know how that sounds. Timothy says it sounds good. Alright, cool. Thank you. Let's change to a different sound. Let's use a color drive. That sounds pretty good. Let's turn up the drive. Down the output. Timothy, I'm going through the HX Stomp, and that's being controlled with the PreSonus monitor station right here. So let me get this. So I have the HX Stomp plugged into the auxiliary input, and I'm controlling the input volume with this with this knob right here. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm just kind of balancing the backing track with the aux input. There we go. So yeah, Studio Live 16, that'd be great. That would work really good. This is the color drive overdrive I'm using. So yeah. So really with the Stomp, I mean, it's just here for recording purposes. I don't play out at all. But just to have a good clean tone. And that's the Placator amplifier. Hold on. Yeah, Placator Clean, which I think is like the B100, the Friedman thing. Maybe I can't remember what that is, but yeah, it's just a good overall clean sound. And I usually have the gig board right behind this keyboard right here. But now that I have my PreSonus interface sitting up on two pieces of wood, I don't really have enough space for the gig board. So I just put the Stomp there for the time being because it's smaller and it's still just as accessible as the gig board is. I basically have my color drive. Let me get on the screen here. There we go. So I have the color drive, the Placator. There's a tremolo. There's an effects loop for when I use it with the MS3. There's a digital delay from the Legacy effects. Here's an octo, which sounds cool. I'll turn that on so you can hear it. Turn the mix up a little bit. And then I have a 63 spring reverb. So there's that. There's the signal chain I have going on there. So yeah, here's the octo sound. You ready? This is cool. Now let me add one more block. So I'm going to go to the delay, to Legacy. I want to go to the auto volume echo. So this alone is why, let me go to action. I want to move this block after the amplifier. Right there. All right, cool. So the audio volume echo is why I got the green DL4 like 15 years ago. Probably more, like 16, 17 years ago. And ever since the DL4, I had to have some kind of Line 6 product in my possession or either on my pedal board or something so I can get that auto swell effect. So after the DL4, I went through the whole M series, which is the M13, M9, M5. And then when the HX Effects came out, I moved away from the M series. I just got the HX Effects. And that was right before I knew that the Headrush pedal board even existed. So I had a Line 6 HX Effects. Then I got the Headrush pedal board. Then I ended up getting the Headrush gig board because it's smaller and it's good to make videos with. And then now I have the HX Stomp. So I'm not like a Headrush purist or a Line 6 purist. I mean, I would use the new Quad Cortex if, I had the money to spend to get it. Or if you're watching Neural DSP, if you want to just send me one, I'll test it out for you, let you know what I think. But yeah, I mean, there's so many great units these days. And what I love about the HX Stomp is it has every amp Line 6 is ever going to come out with, has all the effects, and it's like super tiny. It's the size of like a delay pedal or something. It's just stupid how easy and amazing it is. So I know there's a lot of people when it first came out were like, oh, look how small it is. You can't do anything with 3 switches. But if you really integrate it on your pedal board with your other pedals, then you could just use the Stomp for like just your amp on stage if you wanted to, or some people use it for just, they use the MIDI functionality to hit one switch on their MIDI controller, and it changes sounds on the HX Stomp along with all your other pedals on and off. So it's really a great unit to have at your disposal, whether you're just practicing, whether you're playing live, or just whatever. So Sean White says Headrush. Yes. And there's Greg Barr. Sorry, I was so busy chatting that I didn't look at the questions here. I still wish the questions would show up here on the screen, but they don't. They don't. So once again, if you couldn't tell by the title of this live stream, I am using the Mevo Start, which I literally saw this afternoon on the shelf at church. I was like, hey, I'm going to borrow that. Rhett Schull has the HX effects on his new pedalboard. Yes, that's correct. It's a great, HX effects is great. I love it. I currently have that set up with my Blue Guitar Amp 1. So let me go ahead and grab that. Let me grab that for you guys here, so you can check that out. And I know what you're thinking is like, why does he need all this stuff? It's like, I don't need any of it. I could probably get by with, you know, the Headrush and just sell off everything else and be done. But I like making videos on lots of different stuff. So this is my Blue Guitar Amp 1 setup. Uh-oh. Somehow my live stream got rewound. Somehow. What did you get mixed up? Oh, the Stomp versus the HX effects. Yeah, I know what you mean. So this is the Blue Guitar Amp 1 right here. And this is the HX effects. Okay. So what's great about this setup is the Blue Guitar Amp 1 is able to switch channels and the gain structure via MIDI. And the MIDI is coming from the HX effects. So I have the MIDI 1 remote right here. I have a MIDI out cable right here. And this is already set up in the 4-cable method. So I'm going guitar to input of the HX. Then I'm sending a signal from the effects loop send to the input of the amp. And then send goes to the return of the effects loop on the HX, and then the output of the HX goes to the return of the amplifier. And if you're confused about that, I have so many videos on my channel about the 4-cable method. So let me flip this around. I still need to tidy up the bottom here a little bit. This is bad. This is pretty bad. And this whole pedal board is on a Rockboard Trace 3.1, as you can see here. So Trace 3.1 Rockboard by Warwick. And here's the bottom, which is still messy. I need to tidy up these cables over here. Tidy it up, Nathan. But you can see my MIDI cable. I have a power cable with the original power adapter using a power Y, like a Y IEC cable. Then out of that, I'm going into this unit over here, which is plugged straight into the Blue Guitar Amp 1. So this is a great setup. There is the Blue Guitar Amp X, which is coming out later this year. Thomas Blug has been talking more about it on his live streams on Wednesdays. So I would check that out if you're interested. But these are the actual foam things that go in the the Headrush backpack. I just use them in here because it works. Okay. This is the Gator Cases Transport Series. And this is a great pedalboard case if you have something around the 12 inches by 24 inch width. I really like this case. It's very sturdy. It has a little rubber place on the bottom. And it's a very nice handle. And it's the same case as my Transit Series guitar case that I use. Over here, I guess I'm just doing a full studio gear show off section here, but so this is the Gator Cases Transit Series. I love this case. All my electric guitars fit in here, except for the 335 style bodies. But all my Les Paul style, Strat, Telly, whatever, Gibson Les Pauls, SGs, all that. Here's the 6-gun TL, which is discontinued. I do have this for sale on the marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, for about $800. It's a good deal for this guitar, especially since it is discontinued as well. So if you want to get your hands on one of these with a roasted maple neck, that's beautiful, right? Hit me up on Facebook, and I will ship this out if depending on where you live. So some shipping can be a little bit more expensive than others. So just let me know if it's worth it to you. They'll ship that out like that, but so yeah, Headrush backpack, Gator Cases Transit Series for your electric guitar and acoustic guitar. I would love the acoustic version, but maybe one day I'll fork over the $100 or $120 and get the acoustic version. So still not quite sure. I can't monitor what I'm sounding like through the stream, so just let me know how all that works. I could throw on some headphones, I guess, and listen with the speakers down, but then it'd be like the weird latency thing. So all right, let's do one more. I don't know where I do my pick, but I'll just grab another pick. I have a whole thing of picks over here, so you check this out. There's all my picks and other accessory stuff. So, but so far, I mean, I'm really liking the Mevo camera. I may need to just buy one. I actually need to buy two, so I can have a multi-camera setup. So one on me, maybe one overhead pointing down at like a stomp or a Headrush pedalboard or whatever else I'm trying to make a video on. It would be a little less, it wouldn't be as polished because it wouldn't be an edited video. It'd just be a live video. So all the pauses and the uhs and all that stuff will be in there. But if I'm just chatting about a topic or a piece of gear, then you don't care, right? You just want to know about the gear. Thanks for all the questions, guys. I did the same thing with the Mooer preamp live and the HX effects. Yeah, that works too. That works. The one thing to note about the Blue Guitar Amp 1 is it's not just a preamp. It is a full amplifier with a pre and a power amp stage. Sling Studio. Yeah, I'll check that out. It's got a speaker out on it, so it is a full-blown amplifier. It's not just a preamp. That's a lot of people look at the Amp 1 and think, oh, it's just a preamp on your pedal board. No, it's a full-on amplifier in like a small size. So it's very similar to the Quilter over here. You could take the Quilter, put it on a pedal board, and have all your pedals right next to it on the same board. But I like it. I like having it in this block dock cab over here with the FRFR setting. I may add. So, all right. So let's go over this auto swell, auto volume echo sound. Okay. So we're going to turn up the feedback a little bit, and I keep touching buttons. It's the mix. Let's turn the mix up. Turn the trails on, and we'll save it. All right, so here we go. Boom, boom, All right, there we go. I think I've caught up on the live stream here. So I'm going to check out Sling Studio real fast. Excusez-moi. There's a camera link. Live stream video production and wireless switcher. Yeah, I have seen that. The Canadian guitar player guy that does all the scales. I've seen him. I think he has his exact same setup. Capture every angle with ease using multiple cameras. Sling Studio is a portable production truck in a backpack. Live stream your event with your cameras, iOS or Android phones. There's a camera link, all in one. Yeah, so what's cool is you can have all your cameras set up. Then you literally just touch the screen, part of the screen of the view you want, and it switches to that view. Yeah, videographers. Yeah, the one thing I do know is this setup is very expensive. Very expensive. Let's go to like B&H and see how much it is. Sling Studio battery is $150. The camera link kit, which is the hub and the kit, is $13. Mobile production kit $17.45. Yeah, a few $1,000 really if you want to do it right. So I think for this camera, if you get 2 of these, if you get 3 of these, it's $1,200, right? It's just this is $399 per camera. And then if you download the app that has the multi-camera app, let me just go to Mevo real fast so you can see. Then after this, I'll end the stream because it is what it is. But like for instance, if we go here, let me turn this around so you can see what I'm seeing. You can see what I see. Yeah. So here's the Start demo, the camera app. There's a webcam. I could have swore it had like a multicam app. Let's go here, multicam app. All right, so soon you'll be able to connect the multiple Mevo cameras to one app and mix between them live. So there's a beta program right now. The host requested feature is coming. Help us test the beta version. Yes, I would like to do that. There's a bundle you can get. Mevo Start DJ bundle. So yeah, if we go back to here, it says buy now. It's either $3.99. So if I added, say if I added 3 and then add to cart, so that's 11, about $1,200. Okay. This is not bad. But I would have to sell a few things in order to get this set up. But this is just for live streaming. I would love to get the cameras hooked up into like Streamlabs or find a way to actually record the footage into the computer. And then that way I can properly edit videos with like multiple camera angles. So yeah, that's what we got going on there. Okay. So hello, it's me once again. This is the Mevo Start camera. And I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes here. Okay. So if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, put it on a slider. That'd be really cool too, right? So you like slowly slide across, it would pan across your shot. All right, let me turn off this echo. Turn off the octo. And let's actually go to a placator. I can't choose the dirty. I might have too many things in there. Let's go to a Brit 2204. Let's test out a few more amps. Matchstick channel 2. All right, cool. Yeah, it is what it is. Where is my, let's go to my Cali. Cali rectifier. I was really trying to learn my pedalboard, but I might have to pull out the stomp. Why? So do you have the stomp last in the chain? Or are you using the effects, the effects loop on the stomp to, the route your pre-effects dirt pedals, and then also your delay and reverb before and after the amp? I mean, I would do something like that. Here's a tube screamer. Let's turn that drive down here. Oh, sorry. you have the Headrush pedal board. Sorry, I thought you were talking about you have a pedal board full of like pedals that you were trying to figure out or something. I have a hour-long video called The Ultimate Guide to the Headrush pedal board. That'll show you pretty much everything you need to know to get started on the Headrush pedal board. Also have one on the gig board. And I have a membership on my website. You can pay $100 a year, get access to all the Headrush tone sculpting videos, which goes through every single amp, every single effect. And I'm going to be updating it here pretty soon because there is a new update coming. I'm not even sure when, but it is coming very soon, I'm sure. So, yeah, so once the new effects get released, I'll keep updating the course with the new videos and showing how I use them in the setup. But yeah, $100 a year gets you Headrush videos, over 100 of them at this point. Plus all the music theory videos and music production videos, which I am currently working on. And, I got editing videos on there, how to edit audio, tuning vocals, different stuff like that. I got to start doing videos on actually recording different instruments and the mixing and the mastering sections of that course. But as a yearly member, you get access to all of it. So whenever I update more content, you get it right away. So if you want to go deeper, if you like my style of teaching and my style of videos here on YouTube, and you want to be a private student of mine, then the membership is a great way to get access to me and my thought process and how I use different gear and recording and music theory and Nashville number system and all kinds of different stuff. So go to the website, drmcfarlandstudios.com, and just click on the membership details. It'll take you to the page where you can sign up and get all that going. So, but I'm more than happy to help you here on the Facebook pages, here on YouTube, answer any questions that you may have. So, but yeah, go and definitely check out the membership and the Ultimate Guide videos on the Headrush pedal board and the Headrush gig board. Okay. Any other questions? Thanks Timothy, for letting me know what you were wondering about. So this is what amp is this? I forgot. This is the Cali rectifier with a tube screamer in front of it. And I want to do one more backing track. So let's see what this one does here.
This local access message is brought to you by Uber Eats.
Shash, Uber Eats. Uh-oh, Perfecto de Castro is going live, baby. I love that guy. He's really cool. This is an A. like that. It's great. Cool. It's a great sound, really. Oh, man. So one thing is I'm not seeing how long I've gone. It didn't really tell me here. 5.9 megabytes per second. Okay, I've gone for an hour and 14 minutes. So that's probably long enough, right? I would think. I think the battery on here is telling me how much battery life the Mevo still has. And I'm trying to see, it's not allowing me to see like comments or anything like that. So, whoop, 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 whoop. All right, cool. What up, Francis? So I must say, since I've gotten this guitar, I pretty much just play this guitar. It's a really great guitar. At first it kind of threw me off because the spacing is a little wider than the 6-gun. And also the tremolo arm sticks up a little bit higher than I would like. But once I started playing on this neck, and the action just feels great. I mean, this is a great playing and sounding guitar. So, and also the pickups are Fishman Fluence pickups, which once again just has they're noiseless for one, and they just have a good overall tonality and sound and feel. So, and I am using the Jorio JW03 wireless guitar system. It does have up to 8 hours of plug and play time. So I am reviewing. I have this in for review. I need to do an official video for that, which I may go ahead and do that tonight and just release it tomorrow so I can get that done. But yeah. All right, folks. That is all for me on the live stream tonight. So, I think this is a great camera. The Mevo Start is what I'm using here to live stream to you right now. And I do have the app on my phone, which I'm able to tap on different parts of the screen and it moves around, which is really cool. And yeah, so let me know what you think down in the comments of the Mevo. And should I'm borrowing this one obviously, but like, should I go ahead and buy 2 of them, which is going to be about $800. But if I need to sell off a piece of gear, then I'll do it, because I think this is a cool way of live streaming. I can have a shot on me, have a shot going overhead. And yeah, I think it'd be a fun little setup. So thanks guys for watching. I am Dr. McFarland. Be sure to subscribe down below. Click the bell so you'll be notified the next time I go live or release a new video. And in the meantime, well, I'm still Dr. McFarland, and I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking.